One of the things that really stuck with me from that night was that Professor Snyder said at one point in our discussion that he is less worried about there ultimately being a coast-to-coast, totally autocratic Trump dictatorship that controls everything in the entire United States of America. He's less worried about that prospect than he is that what Trump is doing to the country might pressure us and damage us in such a way that the United States of America breaks up. Because Trump is not just consolidating his power over the U.S. government, he's also simultaneously really breaking the government and breaking the country in as many ways as he can. If the federal government is broken, if Trump effectively destroys most important parts of the U.S. government, if that means in the very short term that Americans are losing data and infrastructure and services that the federal government alone provide. You've heard by now that a CDC advisory panel appointed by RFK Jr. Voted a few days ago to roll back longstanding recommendations about vaccinating babies for hepatitis B. RFK Jr.'s Star Wars bar scene hand-picked advisory panel voted to get rid of that recommendation, even though that kind of vaccination is credited with virtually eliminating Hep B among newborns in the United States and saving all the lives attendant in that. Later that same day, that same panel welcomed a lengthy presentation, 76 slides long, about vaccines, a presentation not from a doctor or a public health expert, but from RFK Jr.'s personal attorney, a man who has demanded, among other things, that the U.S. government should revoke approval of the polio vaccine. Because, who among us is not interested in bringing polio back at scale in the United States?
I worked at the CDC for 13 years. There's no part of my career I'm prouder of than serving our country as a civil servant. And to have to say that I would not recommend people turn to the CDC for information about vaccines or any other health issue, to be honest, it's absolutely heartbreaking. But what we've seen with Secretary Kennedy is one of the nation's leading anti-vaccine crusaders now in a position to move forward an agenda that is so incredibly dangerous to the health of people. I'm a pediatrician and practiced pediatrics for more than 30 years. And I always told people to turn to the CDC if they wanted to really know the truth, they wanted to know the evidence. And you can't do that now. It's just impossible for someone who isn't a scientist, and even there it's challenging, to sort out fact from fiction.
Welcome back, guys. I was watching Rachel Maddow's segment about the current crisis inside the CDC, and honestly, it's one of the most alarming reports I have seen in a long time. The idea that Americans' federal health system, something the entire world once trusted, is breaking down this fast. It's unreal. And the more you listen, the more it feels like this isn't just politics. This is about real people, real families, and real consequences that can hit every household in the country. So let's talk about what she actually said, because this is not small stuff. According to the report, Donald Trump made Robert F. Kennedy Jr. the health secretary, and that move alone is shaking everything inside the CDC. Maddow explains that RFK Jr. is giving more and more power to people who push extreme anti-vaccine ideas. And because of that, the American medical system's reputation is collapsing at a speed no one expected. You are talking about a department that used to set the global standard for accuracy and science. If the CDC said something, the world listened, but now there are experts saying they wouldn't even go to the CDC for basic health information. Think about how crazy is that. One example Maddow gave was shocking. An advisory panel actually recommended rolling back the hepatitis B vaccine for babies. That's a vaccine that's been trusted, tested, and used for decades. Doctors have relied on it to keep newborns safe. And suddenly, this new leadership is considering dropping it like it's some kind of optional thing. That's not a small mistake. That's the kind of decision that could affect thousands of newborn children. And it didn't stop there. RFK Jr.'s personal attorney, someone who is not a medical expert, gave a presentation suggesting that the polio vaccine approval should be revoked. The polio vaccine, the same vaccine that basically eliminated one of the most terrifying diseases in American history. The idea that people with zero scientific background are now influencing federal medical decisions that should scare everyone, no matter who you vote for. Because this isn't about politics, this is about health, this is about trust, this is about protecting the public from disease we already defeated decades ago. And here's the wild part, because the federal government is drifting into this strange anti science territory, states are now teaming up to create their own health alliances. That has literally never happened at this scale. States are basically saying we can't trust the CDC right now, so we are going to do this ourselves. State health officials, actual scientists, are stepping in to give the public real evidence-based evidence on things like vaccinations. They are straight up rejecting the CDC's new guidelines because the federal evidence is starting to go against basic established science. This should never be normal. States shouldn't have to build a parallel health system just because the nation one is falling apart. Then Meadow brought on Dr. Richard Besser, who used to be the acting head of the CDC. This is not some random commentator, this is someone who used to run the place. And the way he described the current situation was honestly heartbreaking. He said that if the CDC continues down this path, the consequences will be devastating. More kids will get sick from preventable diseases. Some kids will die. That's how serious this is. And you could hear in his voice how painful it was for him to say that because he spent years trying to strengthen that agency. He even said something I never thought I would hear from a former CDC chief. He would not recommend that people go to the CDC for information on vaccines right now. That's insane. That tells you everything you need to know about how broken the system is. He literally said that people should look to reputable public health groups, medical associations, and science based organizations instead because the CDC is being influenced by anti vaccine activists inside the agency itself. And when someone who used to lead the CDC says he wouldn't go to the CDC for health advice, that's not a small red flag. That's a gained warning sign. That's a sound the alarm movement. What's really sad is that this whole situation didn't need to happen. America has some of the best doctors, scientists, and researchers in the world. We have technology and knowledge that other countries dream of. And yet, right now, the people running the top health agency are pushing ideas that go against decades of proven science. It's like rewinding the clock back to a time when misinformation was running wild and people don't know who to trust. But here's the good news, there are still scientists and health officials in states who are fighting hard to protect the public. There are doctors speaking out, organizations speaking up, and people demanding real information, not political confusion. And that matters. That means the system is not completely gone. There are still people trying to hold the line. Still, you can't deny the reality. The federal health infrastructure is in crisis. And when you are dealing with vaccines, viruses, children's health, and disease prevention, you don't get to play around. You don't get second chances. These decisions affect millions of lives. For me, watching this report really made me think about how fragile trust is. Once people stop believing in the nation's top health agency, it becomes incredibly hard to rebuild that trust. And once trust is gone, the public becomes vulnerable not just to disease but to misinformation, fear and chaos. That's the real danger here. Because at the end of the day, health isn't Republican or Democrat. When a virus hits, it does not check your political party. When a vaccine saves a life, it doesn't care who you voted for. Science either works or it doesn't. And right now, it feels like we are watching science get pushed aside for ideology, and that never ends well. I really hope the people in charge understand how serious this movement is. The CDC is not just another agency, it's the heart of Americans' public health system. If it breaks, we all feel it. And we all lose, and we all pay the price. So, yes, this story isn't just scary, it's a wake up call. What do you think? Is the CDC losing trust for real, or is this reaction too strong? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching my video. I will see you in the next video.